Hi, it's me. I wanted to make a video the day before I'm going into hospital to have my transplant surgery on Thursday. So I'm going in tomorrow, check in tomorrow, and then I have my surgery the day after. And I wanted to share a little bit about my story, just so that if anybody's watching who doesn't know me, who's put a search in about kidney transplant and the journey, just to share a little bit about my story. And then I'm also going to show you a few bits and pieces that I'm taking into hospital. I'm just moving everything out of my way because my lovely Spinoni dog has got her schnoz on the table already. Checking it all out. Anyway, without going into too much detail, because I don't really need to go into so much detail, but 18 years ago when I had my eldest son, Gino, I got what looked like preeclampsia, but it wasn't preeclampsia. But they did all these tests while I was preggers and discovered that I only had one full-size kidney, and the other kidney, my right kidney, was the size of like a butter bean and didn't do anything. It wasn't functioning at all. And then on the other side, my left side, my kidney was functioning, but was at quite a reduced rate. So already. And they just said, okay, so they put me on this medication that I took for a little bit, and then I didn't take it for a very long time. And then I had this funny turn one time and went to the doctors, and they gave me an absolute bollocking, because they said, okay, so when was the last time you took your medication? Yesterday, day before? I said, I haven't taken it for years. So indeed, they gave me a very firm talking to and sent me back to nephrology, where I had all the tests and they ran everything and basically said, you've got what's called kidney reflux, which means that at the age of 2, my kidney stopped developing. And then for some reason, I've had this kidney failure throughout my life. So, or from I don't know whether it's been, I don't know too much about it, to be fair. Anyway, about 5 years ago, I had this funny turn, like I said, and went to nephrology, and they said, well, at some point, if it trends, the decline trends, you're going to have a transplant or go on dialysis. And at that point, I started sobbing, which is when my crying started. I mean, and then every time I'd sort of go to have these consultations, I'd sort of sit in the car, cry my eyes out, and then crack on and just sort of kick it down the road. I thought at some point they were telling me I was going to have a transplant. I thought I was going to be an old lady. And I just thought I was going to be, later on. They did tell me, though, that actually, and you're not old at 70, because I know lots of 70-year-olds who are not old, but that when you're 70, they won't transplant you, that you would then have to go on dialysis. So they said, you want to have a transplant before you're 70. So I thought, okay, do it in my 60s. Anyway, about 3 years ago, they said, your kidney is declining. Have you got a donor? So I reached out to my family and friends, and my brother, without hesitation, said, I'll come forward. So did my sister, and so did my husband, and so did my husband's friend. So here I had 4 people willing to donate my kidney. I mean, oh my goodness me. Unfortunately, my sister, who has an ankylosing spondylitis, is on certain medication that meant that she couldn't be my donor. My brother stepped forward and had all his workup. Well, it actually came to 2021, July 2021, which is when they said to me, you have to have a transplant, and you're going to go on the national list for a possible deceased donor. And in the meantime, we will check out you and your brother to see if you are a match. So this was July 21. And then so for 6 months, they looked at me and did all my workup to see that I was a good candidate for transplant. They said I'm an excellent candidate for transplant. And then they start doing the workup for my brother, and they said, yeah, he's a match. He's a good match, and he's well, and he's healthy, and it's great. There are a few concerns with Rob because he had COVID, but thankfully he's fully recovered. He's well, he's fit. He's totally committed to his fitness and his wellness. And he is, honest to God, he is a diamond. I mean, more than a diamond. I don't know what's more than a diamond, but he is unbelievable. I mean, altruistic, loving. Oh my God, that's when I start crying. So, excuse me. Anyway, so then they found out that he was a match, and then they start doing all the marrying up of procedures, because he's in Liverpool, and I'm based in Bournemouth, but we go to Bristol to do to have the transplant. I go to Bristol, and so he has his surgery in Liverpool, and then they ambulance his kidney to me in Bristol 3 hours later. So that's what's happening on Thursday, the 12th of January 2023, is that Rob will have his surgery at 9 a.m. and I'm having mine later on in the afternoon. And that's what's happening in a couple of days' time. And I, thank God, have kept myself well. So I haven't been on dialysis. My EGFR is at 12. So it was at 15 in July 21, when they told me I have to have a transplant. It goes to 15. And so now I'm on 12. That was in November time. So I don't know where I'm at now. It's January. I think I've been stable and steady. And I'm well. I get tired, I get cold, I have funny moments where I have to sort of sit down and take a moment. At the moment, I do get quite exhausted, so I do take my dogs out every day, and I do feel at the end of it, I feel a bit knackered and tired, but that's okay. I still have worked right up until a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still working all the time, really. It's my passion, and my love is my business. So yeah, that's my story so far. And then tomorrow, I may or may not be able to post tomorrow here, but I just wanted to share my story with you, because tomorrow I'm going into hospital, and I don't know what they are going to do tomorrow afternoon, whether I have more bloods and weight and all that sort of, just like a little MOT when I go in. Might post a little bit just while I'm in the hospital waiting on Wednesday night, and then Thursday possibly do a bit of a post during the day with a bit of an update, because I'm not until 4 o'clock, so I've got the whole day to kill. So maybe talking to you might be really good and helpful for me, or hopefully they might sedate me a little bit, because yeah, my emotions, if I can share with you, have just been, oh my God. To begin with, I'm very, 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 very blessed and very, very humbled and really grateful and really, I don't even know what the words are, those. But then I'm also really scared and really anxious and really worried. But I don't want that to override anything at the moment, because I'm just focusing on a really positive and excellent recovery and excellent outcome and total expertise, and with everybody involved, and it's just magnificent. And we really are in the hands of miracle workers, and I trust in the universe, and I trust in all the love and healing that I will be receiving, and my brother will be receiving. I trust in the universe and God to surround us both and everybody involved with love and integrity. It is just unbelievably overwhelming, and I am humbled to my core. I've never been so humbled. I've had operations in my life, and I've had 2 cesarean sections, but I've never had major surgery like this. And then I'm going to be on a lot of medication afterwards. So I have to take this immune suppressant and anti-rejection medication, as well as steroids, painkillers, and I don't know what else they put me on, but I have a very intense concoction and selection of medication that I'm connecting to and welcoming. I can't take any homeopathy, I can't take any herbs for a long time, if ever. And yeah, I will just be chanting as I am at the moment, practicing my mantra, Kundalini yoga, affirmation, prayer, devotion, and all of that. So I'm going to try and end this. I'm going to try and end this recording on 11:11. That would be amazing. In fact, I'm just going to stop it on 11:11. In fact, tomorrow the numbers, or Thursday, excuse me, the numbers are 11. 11's my number. 11 is my number, and the numerology for the 12th of January 2023 is 11. So I've got another X amount of 30 odd seconds, 30, 40 seconds. We're going to try and leave you on 11:11. So anyway, thank you for watching, and stay with me. And please offer any comments or support if you have any, and I will maybe do some more if I feel guided. I'm going to just post now about what I'm taking with me to hospital, my little sort of altar. I'm going to cut off 11:11, and I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching.